All right, guys, I have a treat for you today. I'm going to be meeting with Zach Meredith of Comparion Insurance Company, and they really offer some great pricing, great rates for you. But we're going to talk about some of the differences that are happening in the insurance market today here in Arizona. So stay tuned because Zach is going to kind of break this down for you. And a lot of our clients moving from California and other states really want to know what insurance is like here in Arizona and what they can expect when purchasing a home here and getting it insured. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Kelly Norton, your AZ Realty lady at eXp Realty. Count on me for all things Arizona real estate.
Okay, so as promised, I have Zach Meredith here. I'm going to have him introduce himself here in just a moment. But if this is your first time to the channel, I want to welcome you. My name is Kelly Norton. I'm an associate broker here at eXp Realty, a Valley native, and I've been selling real estate here for almost 25 years. And our team helps people that look to move to or from the Phoenix and surrounding areas. So we hope to be able to help you soon and have a discovery call with you. And all of our contact information will be on screen throughout the video here. So Zach, hi, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to the viewers for anyone that may not know you?
Yes, my name is Zach Meredith. I'm an independent agent with Comparion Insurance Agency here in the state of Arizona. We specialize in multiple companies across the board. So we are not just a captive agency that's stuck with one company. We're multiple companies across the board, so we can shop and serve you throughout the state.
So kind of like in mortgages where it's a broker and they can look, and see what the best deal they can get. That's what you guys offer.
Yeah, the brokerage, you have a fee that you charge for your services. We don't have a fee that we charge for our service.
Perfect. Even better.
For the client on behalf of them, not the company.
Wonderful. Hey, that's even better. Well, great. Let's talk today about a lot of the questions that I'm getting, people moving from California specifically with fire issues, and even Florida with hurricane issues, and concerned about what their insurance is going to look like here in Arizona and what our market is like for insurance. So can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, great question. So the state of Arizona, we are transitioning from a hard market from COVID years to a softer market it is now. So we're starting to see rates come down when it comes to home, auto, and some of the umbrella and some of the specialty lines. Most of our carriers, are seeing those rate deductions. They're looking to expand and they're opening up business in the state of Arizona, which is great. So it helps the consumer and moves everything forward from where we were in that hard market in 2021, 2022.
Perfect. Okay. So if somebody was coming from California and they had, and this may or may not be a question that you can answer, but if they got an insurance claim for a property there, is that going to affect them getting insurance coverage or affect their rates when they're getting another policy in another state?
Yes, so insurance companies look at what's called your insurance score. So they'll run what's called a CLUE report. The CLUE report is your claim history. So if you have a claim 5, 6, 7 years ago, no, it's not going to affect you. If you had a claim last year, some companies will look at that and they'll rate for that. It just depends on what carrier it is and what their appetite is. Some are a little more stringent right now on those. They don't want water claims, wind hail claims, because Arizona, we have water and wind hail like crazy. So when they see that in your background, they want to know a little more about why and what the dollar amount and to move forward. Some other companies we have right now, they look a year back, they'll see it and they'll say, well, it was a different house. We're just going to continue with our rate from there. So it just really depends on what agency we put you with or what agency we try to quote you with to find out what's the best rate for you. Not everybody fits in the one hole. Everybody has their own little niches that we like to put them in. So with us, it allows us to move you from maybe Mercury's not a good fit, but Safeco's a good fit, or Travelers is a good fit. We can move you between those agencies at the time.
Nice. Okay. And one of the things that I wanted to mention, because you mentioned the CLUE report. So I want to talk about that for a second, because in the real estate transaction, just giving you a little bit of knowledge here. So when you get under contract in Arizona, you are required as a seller to provide that CLUE history to the buyer. So you have to give at least a 5-year history. So if you've lived there less than just up to the duration of how long you've lived there, otherwise, if you live there more than 5 years, at least a 5-year history. So I've had people ask me all the time, even my own mom, when she had a water leak in her house, she's like, do I put this through my insurance? Do I not put this through my insurance? I don't want to have that show up on my clue report. Well, I always tell people, here's the thing, you have to disclose it regardless.
Yes.
So you still have the duty to disclose. So whether or not it shows up on that clue report for disclosure issues, it really isn't here nor there for the buyer. But it could affect your rate, like you said, if you're, let's say you're knowing that you're going to move in 6 months or 9 months, then maybe they might want to think about it.
The biggest issue we have with claims on my end is we look at clients and explain that insurance companies expect you to make minimal repairs. So if you have a small water leak, it's a drip line down here, you can get a plumber out for $250. That's something you probably want to pay out of pocket versus filing a claim where your deductible is $2,000.
Right.
And then now it's a record on there, and it's something that you kind of want to avoid in the long run. Now, if it's a major water leak and you're talking about, underneath the sink is damaged, your floors are damaged, by all means, that's why we have insurance, right? That's what we want to do.
Right.
On those things. But a minimal repair, the insurance company expects you to make those things. And that's something I have a lot of clients that don't know that. They think they have to call right there on the spot.
Right.
They file that claim and it turns out to be a $0 claim, which means the insurance company's not paying anything. You're paying the $2,000, they're paying straight to the contractor to fix it, and you're kind of in a loss at that point.
Right.
And those are we want to avoid those.
Yeah, thank you for explaining that. Another thing that I see come up a lot is on that clue report, the seller will tell me, all we did was call in and ask. And it's showing on there that we had a claim, $0, but they didn't pay us anything, but it's still showing up on there. Now, that scares them with the buyer being concerned about this disclosure issue. They're, going, oh gosh, there was a claim. Usually we can explain it and it's not an issue for the buyer. However, is that something that would count against them or no, because it was $0?
It right now with the moving out of the hard market, it's getting easier to get out of those. 2-3 years ago, if you had a couple $0 claims, those are check marks against you as a claim, and some insurance companies would automatically deny you at that point future coverage or remove you through renewal, non-renewal you. We are seeing some companies get away from that right now. We are seeing a couple they're looking at 2, 3, or 4 years back and seeing 2 or 3 that are the $0. We can reach out with, usually they'll ask for, do we have a documentation that was completed, that the work was done? Usually we can submit those and we can get that past underwriting and get those policies signed.
Perfect. All right. Well, I thank you so much for being here and greatly appreciate it. You know what? I want to make sure that you guys reach out to Zach. He is actually saving a lot of our clients a lot of money who thought they couldn't get better rates on their insurance. And he has homeowners insurance, but he also does a lot of other policies. So whether you're looking to get your auto coverage or an umbrella policy, he can definitely help you with that. So I'll go ahead and have you go ahead and read off your phone number, and we'll have all the information on the video for them as well.
I've just got my new number. I'm going to read it off for you. My number is 480-267-1268, and that'll be my direct line.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Guys, if you want to get a hold of Zach, you have his number. And if you are looking to relocate here to the Phoenix or surrounding areas, please feel free to reach out. And remember, subscribe to the channel and click that little bell. That way you are notified when we put up new videos. And I would love your feedback on the video. Was there something you learned today that you didn't know? Do you have a question maybe for myself or for Zach? And is there a video topic that you would like us to go ahead and do a video on, whether that be with Zach or with a lender or a community video? Please put it in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. And I look forward to hearing from you soon. I want to be able to have that discovery call with you and help you with all of your real estate needs. Take care, guys. We'll talk to you soon.